Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we got a Nissan Juke today and we're going to be replacing the brake light bulb. So let's begin. So where you're going to begin on this, guys, is obviously you want to open up your trunk. Once you open up your trunk, you are going to see, and I'll zoom you guys in, you will have a 10mm bolt right here. It's kind of hidden. And then you have this one right up here. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and take those off. Now I'm going to do that with you guys here. This is going to be a pretty quick and short video, but I figure this may help someone out because these sometimes can be a real bear. Now the way I like to do these is I kind of grab here and I want to lift up, and it's very difficult because these lights, if they've never been off before, they don't like to come off that easy. So you want to make sure you kind of pry upwards, especially on these. They do not push out, they're a pull up, and as you guys saw, it popped out there pretty easily. Once you do that, you got to kind of unhook the wiring from a couple little latches that you have here to give yourself a little bit more room to be able to do your tail light. And I'll kind of pull you guys around here and kind of show you what I'm referring to. So when you're pulling your light out, if you guys will notice right here, you have these little hooks that go into here. That's what you're basically pulling up on, trying to get out of the hole. And once you get that done, you will see that this cable attaches on a hook here. And then we also have this portion of it that'll hook up right there. And I went ahead and I pulled those out to be able to turn them around. Now, one thing I tell people when you're replacing brake lights or any sort of light, look at where it should go on the outside. Now, there will be a video on this car where this one was misdiagnosed by a parts store. Supposedly they replaced the brake lights for the customer and they didn't. And then, the customer's been stressing, thinking it was a major problem, when in reality it was just the brake lights. So in this case, we've identified this as the brake light. So you're gonna go ahead and just kind of twist it. Now, these are very easy to remove. You guys will notice they're a twist on, twist off configuration. If you pay attention to here, you'll see those little square cutouts. They're in a certain pattern. You have corresponding little cutouts here on this portion. What you do is you line them up, and when you line them up, you just kind of twist it to lock it and then unlock it. I'll re-demonstrate this for you guys so you can see what I'm referring to. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it back in. Now it's a little difficult because my cable's a little tight, but you guys can see it snaps in, and then what you do is you just unsnap it and it pops right out. Now to get out the bulb, more than likely all you got to do typically is grab it and pull it out, and there's your old bulb. And then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and take your new bulb and just reinstall it. Now my hands are dry, guys. My gloves, they look dirty, but I actually washed them before I handled this bulb. You don't want to get any sort of grease or anything on your bulb or any sort of body oils that might be on your hand. Now my gloves are dirty, but I clean them in between cars. There's nothing on them. You can see they're dry. That's why I'm handling the bulb the way I'm handling it. If you guys have bare hands, normally I tell people after you install the bulb, just wipe it off. Use a little bit of alcohol or something if you really want to go the extra mile, but at least wipe it off to try to get any oils off of it. Once you have that installed, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and line up your tabs and just click it back into place just like that. And once you have that done, and I'm going to zoom you guys out here a little bit so you guys can hopefully see a little bit of this, is you're going to grab your light, and what you're going to want to do is refasten these little connections back on there. You don't want to leave the wiring loose, guys, because if you do, it could possibly break and cause issues over time. And then once you have that set, I'll pull you guys up front here. Hopefully the angle is good. What you're going to want to do is grab your brake assembly. I kind of look here to the side and I line up my pins. Now the way you want to line up your pins, and I'll try to get a shot of this, is if you guys are here with me, you'll see those little pins sticking out. You want to line those up in those little brown spots. That's what I'm doing here. Let me put you guys back where you were so you can see me do this in real action. So once I have those lined up, you're going to go ahead and just firmly push in and just kind of press on the whole tail lamp. Now, don't take your fist and go bop on these guys. It is very tempting to do so. I've seen a lot of people where they kind of use their hands to hit them really hard. You don't have to do that on these. Just kind of push them in, they go in. Once you do that, you're going to want to take your two 10mm bolts that you took off previously and just go ahead and refasten them. Use very light pressure. These are plastic. They do break. As you guys can see, my gun is set on the low torque setting. Now, one thing that you want to do is have someone to hit the brakes for you so you can test them. In my scenario, I'm here alone, so I'm going to be using the pry bar. So I'm going to go to the front here, and as you guys can see, we went ahead and actuated our brakes, and our brake light works, so we are all set. So that's how you replace a brake light bulb on a Nissan Juke, guys. This will pretty much serve all the model years of Juke. They're all basically the same. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It'll definitely help my channel grow. And with that said, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys on the next repair.